Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Saturday check-in. And let's get into it, shall we? If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday. Follow me on TikTok for TikTok Tuesdays and all the social medias for everything else. And check out my book, Carpe Diem Scrota 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. So, how is everyone? True to form fashion, just waking up and don't want to be live right now, but we got coffee. Yes, this is when I drink coffee, this is it. This is how big of a thing of coffee I'm talking. Like, I need that to go. But actually, that's super watered down, and it's like 2 days old, 2 or 3 days old. So it's only coffee in memory. But yeah. So many of you will or may have noticed that Wednesday there was no check-in video, and that the podcast did not get uploaded until really late Thursday night. And that is because there was a lot of family drama and just a lot of stuff that took place Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And time just got away from me. And it was one of those things that, like, I didn't even realize it was Thursday until it was about almost 6 p.m. And I realized, oh shit, I've got to do so much, and I have to be at the bar, and I have to do all the things, and I did none of the things. So while I was at the bar, I was catching up on email, replying to people that I needed to talk to, scheduling appointments that needed to be scheduled, and it just all got away from me. So, just a quick little glimpse into what had been happening. I have had 3 people in my life diagnosed with breast cancer. 2 of them have already undergone surgeries and treatments. One of them is still yet to begin the whole process and journey. I have my aunt she was in the hospital, and 10% of her 10 or 20% of her left lung has calcified, and she cannot fully breathe. I have an uncle who had a heart attack. I have a family friend who had to have exploratory heart surgery. And while they were in there, they found that there were several lacerations on the heart itself. And once they got that all fixed up and went and looked around the heart with the endoscope, found that there were multiple other lacerations that may require open heart surgery to get them all. And then the loss of a family pet that has been in our lives for 16 years, and dealing with that loss and that grief. Then my own mental health, and just coming to terms with certain things that are outside of my control. And that leads us to here today. Last night, I was up until almost 2:30 in the morning because just had a really amazing day yesterday. Well, actually last night. I had fallen asleep and my niece comes over at about 5:30, and um completely unexpected, and I was like, you know what? That's fine. Um I have one of those, like, when you open your door, it makes this bing bong welcome. So, um because I can't always hear when my front door opens. Um and so I just set that up a long time ago, and it works tremendously well for me, and I want to do some on my other doors also, but I always keep those. um I never use those doors and no one else uses those doors, but I like having that set up. So it opens the door, bing bong. Um, Anyways, woke up, came stumbling out of the bedroom. I'm like, who, what, where, when, how, why? Um, and then we ended up going out for dinner and then just spent the next 5.5 hours just being total nerds. Um, we parked on the side of this like country road where there's usually no one or nothing around us, and there was this one car that kept driving by with their brights on, and then they'd slow down just a little bit and then go past us. They drove past us probably 8 times in the hour and some odd minutes that we were out there, and I was having fun. It was cold as shit, but just taking pictures of the stars and the moon and just enjoying life. Um, then I came home and I was, like I said, I was up until 2 or 3 this morning, rewatching Heated Rivalry, and love that show. Made it all the way to the last episode, and just such a great show. Such a great show. Anyways, so that is where I'm at in the universe as of right this moment. And fun. Uh, I had 2 different counseling appointments this week. So one of them was my regular traditional counseling or whatever, and then the other one was group therapy. And the counseling was like, okay, we completely went off topic about a lot of different things, and I told her, I said, listen, um when we get back together on Wednesday, I need you to like wrangle me in, maybe give me 5 or 10 minutes for like trauma dump or whatever else, but I need 5 or 10 minutes just for that, and then we need to focus 100% on everything else. I don't give a damn, like, if the world is coming to an abrupt end outside, like we need to be laser guided and focus on that. She said, okay. Monday, I have a dental appointment, and it is against my wishes that my doctor wants to remove the tooth on this side, and I just do not want that fucking tooth removed. I had I have 2 teeth on this side that is removed and just 1 tooth over here. They want to remove the mirrored tooth on this side, and I'm not going to be able to have any teeth to chew with. I tried last night just practicing chewing with the front part of my mouth, and I'm missing a tooth right here. Like, see? So I have 4 teeth, or the whole row of teeth up to my eye tooth, I think is what that is called. And then the whole side over here is, but then on this side, I'm missing two teeth. So it goes a gap, tooth, gap, back of the jaw. On this side, I will have a gap, a broken tooth that broke off at a 45-degree angle, and this tooth up here that's broken off. So I just don't know. And I made it abundantly clear yesterday when the person called to confirm my appointment, what I need, what I want, and um, just to tell them I want it documented. I don't want that tooth removed. The doctor says that he wants it removed because there's dead tissue around it, and the only thing that's holding it in place is the gum, and that everything else around it is dead, and that's why I'm getting abscesses and all that other shit. And I'm like, no, I didn't get the abscess from the tooth itself. I got an abscess because food got stuck in the tooth behind it that had the break in it. And when I went to swipe it with my fingernail, cut my gum, and that inflamed it. So, yeah, I just shouldn't have said anything when I went in and like had he moved it. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's hypermobile. That has to come out." So I don't know. But anyways, here we are with Saturday. I have absolutely no plans, and I have no plans for the weekend, honestly, at all. It was my thought, my hope, and my goal to get up this morning and do some cleaning and trying to just at least get my living room hospitable, because it it's not. My couch is still full of bullshit, like leftover Christmas boxes and wrapping and all that other stuff. My big chair right behind me, I haven't sat in that thing in probably 5-6 months because my cat has turned it into his nest, and there's a bunch of like old clothes and blankets and stuff um on there. So I'm like, you know what, buddy, you can just keep it, like, until you no longer want to lay on it. That that's fine. So, uh, but took my car yesterday. My sister calls me up and says, "Hey, do you want to go grab a cinnamon roll and some coffee?" And I'm like, yeah. When do I not want to do that?" And so, while I was in town, I went to Goodwill, found a couple of more Funko Pops, and I also got myself. Oh yeah. So here's one of the Funko Pops I got. It's And according to my collection tracker, I already have that one, and I don't ever remember purchasing that one. But I'm like, okay, cool, if that's what you say. And I have Black Panther, and it says that I have this one, and I thought it was a completely different one. So I now have duplicates of those, apparently. Oh, I need to take a picture of that. But the thing that I am the most excited about is my new iOmega zip drive. This is the 250 one. I wish that it had the disc, but I didn't even look to see if there were any of the discs around. Uh, Very outdated technology, but this son of a bitch was this was in my backpack all the time when I was in school. Like, um, I could take it, plug it into any computer, have all my documents and stuff and everything that I needed for class right here. And I haven't seen my zip drives since the family daycare. and I have no idea what happened to them. They're probably in a box somewhere, or they got sold at the liquidation sale. But anyways, I'm really happy, and I went online last night to Amazon. $35 for the disc. That technology is over 30 years old. Well, not 30 years old, but it's 26 years old. Because I think these came out in 2002, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it doesn't even say on here like any kind of date or warranty. Oh, 5/23/2002. So yeah, they're still trying to do like those kind of prices in the 2026 of it all. But anyways, I used to have like a huge stack of discs for that. And I know that a couple of the ones that I had burnt up in the house fire. So, yeah. And the sun, we have had sun here in the Pacific Northwest for almost a full solid week. And this has me very confused because we're not supposed to have this type of weather until like April or May, even into June or July. And we have things that are starting to bloom and bud. And I swear to God, when we were out driving last night, I heard the tree frogs. And if the frogs are awake, that means spring is here. And that's not a good thing because we haven't had a full winter yet. There's still frost on the ground or whatever else, but we haven't had a snowfall. And it's kind of like the seasons went from fall to spring. Meanwhile, the deep south, Louisiana, New Orleans, have snow. I'm like, tell me global warming isn't a thing and that we're not having a polar shift, but whatever. Yeah, I just totally derailed what I was going to say and move on with, but whatever. Anyways, guys, my brain is everywhere but where it needs to be, so I'm going to let you go so I don't start like just rambling. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. And I am so sorry about the late podcast. I'm so sorry about the no Wednesday video. Um, you know, I don't do it all that often, and there's times where I just need to have a day or two to reconcile with what's going on in my universe. And that's what I did. So, anyways, yeah, questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. And remember, you're doing the best you can with what you have available to you. And in a world full of Karens, be somebody who cares in the world and be good. Bye, everyone. Boop.